want to know, why is this whole thing with Glorilla throwing her wig a big thing? Like, what's...
First of all, I knew it was a bad idea when I first saw her crowd surf. I knew it was going to go down here for that. One, when I think about somebody...
I didn't see that. I didn't know that's what happened.
Because the reason she threw her wig is because somebody went and
Tried to
snatched
snatch
it while
it,
she
yeah.
was crowd surfing.
Okay, see, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so I was like, why is this woman crowd surfing? Because when I think about somebody crowd surfing, all I think about is somebody putting their thumb in your booty. I don't know what you
What? What have you gone through? Oh, God.
I don't know. I just imagine them ripping your pants bottom open.
Where did this come from?
I don't know. That's just my imagery of crowd surfing. That's how much I don't think it's safe, especially for women. Like, I never understood, like, people cannot fuck with you and just drop you out the sky, like,
Right.
in an instant.
Yeah, definitely.
But for, you having fans and fans being obsessed with you, the reason that happened was because, she was crowd surfing. Somebody went to pull her wig off, so she pulled it off and threw it herself.
Right, I
but
remember
that would have
that.
pissed me off because I would have told security instantly to put my ass down and I'm going to fight. I don't know who all going to jump in, but I'm fighting because you can imagine how tight your wig is
Right.
secure.
Yeah.
And then somebody because you saw her head go like that, I was like, oh, hell no, put me down. I'm fighting.
Ooh,
Security
girl, I
better
would
be
have got
behind
back
me.
on that microphone. Yo, broke back, bitch, your big back, soggy titty hoes. I would have went off. You cheap hoes trying to pull my wig off. Listen, they would have sued me, okay? They would have sued me.
Oh, God.
I would have got on that microphone and went in. I would have been trending for a whole different reason. Y'all broke hoes.
That was so funny. Oh, shoot. But yeah.
I would have went off.
That's what happened. So, I guess you just try to show that she can. That was hilarious. You just had me rolling.
No, y'all not. You broke, bitch.
Because why? Why would you want to snatch somebody's wig off?
Exactly.
And what you gonna do with it? Say, sell it on social media, wear it yourself? Like, that's some
And
weird
if you
stuff.
posted, this is Glorilla's blah, 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 your ass is going to jail. You broke hoe.
Yes, you're not. Girl, she is from the streets. This is what y'all better realize from a lot of artists. We found her twerking on some headlights on the block. So
Seriously.
this is just from the streets. It
Oh,
would
I
take
would've-
nothing for
ooh.
her and her homegirls to pull up on you.
I would have talked about their mamas. You're not about to try. You're not coming to my show and trying to pull my wig off at my concert.
Whole freestyle about you.
Diss track, okay?
World star. Well, yeah, I know, but I don't know why I always think about thumbing the booty when I think about crowd
I
surfing.
just want to know what you've been through and what have you seen.
I don't know.
Where did this come from?
I've been to a concert where a crowd surf had happened. And the person was fine. And I did a little honk just because I could.
So, you're the perv. So, you're concerned because you're actually the booty in the hole person. I mean, the thumb in the booty hole.
I said, I did honk.
The real tea, okay? She's concerned about if she is the person holding you during the crowd surf because her thumb.
I just want to make it clear that if
What kind of strong ass that you can rip somebody's pants apart?
I'm just thinking in the mind frame of if I think something like this and I do stuff like this and I have common sense. Imagine the people who don't have common sense that do shit like this.
Oh
Like,
my God, who's that strong? I need a simulator type of. I need to see this.
I
happen.
swear, that's just what I think about.
It's
Like, you slowly going through the thing. And it's
with all that's going on, because you don't just crowd surf for no reason. Like, it's music, it's everybody lit. It's one person.
figure out why your pants ripped, why you
I
spoke
got
on the
real
wrong
tears.
person.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying, this is the stuff that be going on. Y'all can't live rent free in my head. Because this is the stuff I be thinking about. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Now, aren't you going to think about it from now on?
No.
So you're not going to think about this from now on. This ain't going to slightly run across your mind when you see somebody crowd surfing and they liable to get
Now
offended.
I'm gonna think that the crowd is weird because somewhere in the crowd there's a person saying, I really hope that they send them this way.
You hear a move.
Now, that's what I'm gonna think about it. When somebody's that's the butt. That's the butt poker back to the guys.
Grab up.
So what is happening?
That was
So
hilarious.
y'all, if you think that you're somewhere where there's crowd surfing, please look out for the surfer. Please.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all,
Oh God,
y'all be thinking too small.
Way.
Y'all have to think big, cause people be on some weird shit.
You're the people. You've just saying to us it is you. You're the people.
But just think,
oh gosh,
I'm your friend for a long time, and we think alike a lot of times.
That has never crossed my mind ever. Maybe it's because I haven't been to a party where they crowd surf. Maybe that's why I haven't thought.
That could be it.
Whew.
But just for future references, watch your videos.
Now I gotta sit down and talk to my child.
Don't crowd surf.
Never crowd surf.
Auntie Rachel told me this story.
Do not, please.
Don't crowd surf. I told one of my friends, he's an artist, and I told him the same thing. Don't crowd surf. And I had to break it down why. Y'all, I have logical reasons when I give explanations. They may sound a little off the wall, but like I always say, let me through it until I explain it.
Yeah, okay. and that guys was your social media moment.
So cheers, friend.
Oh
I'm low on water. We drinking water. Cheers.
Isn't it sexy though?
Right.
That's why I didn't drink my water, because I didn't want to be low. You over here gulping.
I'm so bad. Oh, what's so good.
Oh gosh.
So what's been going on?
Whew. I feel like we have not seen our people in a long time.
Yeah, but hey guys.
Hi.
I got sneeze. Bless me.
Bless you.
Won't come out now.
Bless you.
Sorry. Thank you guys.
So many syllables in that sneeze.
I don't like the sneeze. I just put, it's like everywhere. So I don't like the spit. People be spitting.
No, I don't do that either. I don't spit like the. Yeah, I don't let it go out.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'll definitely put my head down and do something like that.
I almost fought this man in the grocery store one day. Not only did he sneeze, he sneezed and kept walking. And I almost walked into it. I was about to jump off the section in the grocery store. That's all it's gonna be, because it was disgusting. Oh my God! It just like you can partially see the particles.
Oh, that's what I hate.
Oh my God!
So you can see it in the air. I almost died the other day because I was trimming this man's beard and mustache, and I just felt his breath directly come onto me.
Oh my God!
Listen, when I tell you my clippers almost just slid down his
whole
over his whole face. Like, oh my God! I had to move to the side. I was like, oh no.
Oh my God! What do you, as stylists and people who do hair and makeup and y'all are constantly in people's face, like? before the pandemic and people were wearing masks, like, how do y'all handle bad breaths in chairs?
I hadn't really had bad breath. A lot of the time, people try to keep their mouth closed. So I'm grateful for that. I personally, like, when I know I have, like, a wedding party or something, mint is always in my kit. Yeah. Like, because I'm working in such close proximity, it's always in my kit. I haven't really had any... And some parts of the makeup, I hold my breath when I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, it's weird, but yeah.
Well, I had this one time, and I think I was texting you or had texted you while I was getting my makeup done, where this young lady, I had to make her go wash her hands because her hands smelled like she was, I wouldn't say jerking somebody, masturbating with her. It was like a really, really bad, but like a it's hard to explain. Because I don't want to say... It's almost like a bad sex smell. If anybody...
It's genital related.
You know how you walk in the room after somebody has... Mm-hmm. That's how her hands had smelled. And I was like, can you please go wash your hands? And so it made me paranoid the entire time, because now I'm thinking your brushes aren't clean. Your hands aren't clean.
Yes, and the fact that you had to ask her... First of all, she should have cleaned her hands in front of you before you even started.
It was bad. Bad. And then I ended up going. Luckily, I was able to slide in to another artist's chair and let
Why she was gonna
wash her hands. Because I made it seem like I had to go to the bathroom, and then it was so many girls. The girls was like, "Well, who's in the shower?" I was like, "Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm about to run to the bathroom."
Okay.
And then she slid in the chair, and I slid in another's chair. I felt bad, but I just couldn't play in my face like that. Don't play in my face like that.
No.
Yeah.
So. I can't do stuff like that.
That's
Someone be like, "Man, is that vagina? is that coochie?" Because I don't like it. Can you please go wash your hands?
I didn't like that. But yeah, I don't know. The other girls seem pretty chipper, so I'm guessing once she washed her hands, she was fine.
You saved them.
Yeah. All of her brushes were clean. Yeah. I don't do well with, breaking out skin-wise, because I'd be ready to fight. I took care of my skin. You come over here, you're supposed to be a professional in it, and then you destroy my skin in a matter of minutes. Yeah, I don't like that. So, yeah. So what have we missed since we've been gone for? We've been gone for a while, guys. Had my grandmother passed, so that's the one reason we've been missing each other, and then just the schedule has been
life
all
has
over
been
the place.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in a growth position right now.
Yeah.
Like getting back to me, learning new things about me. Just like I told you about the podcast that I'm listening to. It's a lot. Like, it's I'm in a pretty dope moment right now.
That's
I feel
good.
like
You deserve it, because I swear you've been. Last year kicked your ass,
girl. Listen,
I literally dragged you out where you had scrapes on your knees and elbows. Yeah, a little tar over here, but she made it. So you deserve it. You definitely deserve to be happy.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, me on the other hand, battling some mental things I need to work on. And I'm just in a position where a lot happened all at one time, and just trying to figure out how to process it in this life. We're an adult. I've been on my kit saying I'm tired of adulting, but I don't want to die.
Right,
I always have to reiterate that part. Like, I'm tired of adulting, and I know I can't go backwards, but I don't want to die. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But I'm gonna make it through.
And now I can pull her.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a little tuggy wuggy. So that's been just the journey, and we're adults, and we're gonna get through it, and just getting to work and being able to focus. I tell you, the entrepreneur lifestyle is yeah,
and I'm trying to get back into that.
I'm looking for a part-time because I want me a new car.
I'm staying at my job because I just got a car. So,
So So either way, you try to, and I was doing damn good, and like say I almost hit 2 years, no work. I'm still strive for it, but whatever job I think I'm gonna find, it's gonna be something I want. I'm just not gonna do bullshit.
Absolutely.
Like my cousin tried to call, and she was like, "Yeah, just go and going to somewhere for a little while." They're doing a lot of sign-in bonuses because people not wanting to work.
Not at all. Yeah.
I don't want to go into anybody's office. I don't. I want to be able to do everything from home, basically doing what I do for myself, and I want to help other people manage their content, learn how to work social media, how to maximize on it. So I want to be able to do that more so, or at least run somebody else's social media because I'm good at it. But other
Let's
than that,
talk numbers because I don't have time. So,
yeah, I definitely I want to do more of that. So like, you send me your content and I edit it and shoot it back to you. So I want to do that,
especially with me going into 6 days. Because I went back through like my phone and I was like, something about content has just clicked. I feel like because I'm going back through all the stuff in my phone, like
you can reuse that though.
I could be putting up so much stuff.
And you can reuse it. That's excuse me. That's the best part of content and having it stored in your phone so long. I reuse so much stuff, and I mean from maybe a year or so. I just make sure whatever I do, I make sure the quality is good. So if I do need to go back and use that against this, because I would say like how it looks on the phone is kind of different, but I try to make it as clear as possible to be able to reuse when it finally works.
I'm learning.
You gonna get it, but yeah. You say content on Mondays is your day, and after you film everything and you send it over to me, and I send everything back to you, edit it, and all you gotta do is put the song you want and put it where you want, because it'll have everything you want and what you're trying to promote. Yeah, I'm good at it. I've been mastering this,
and that's your niche. Find some people that need that, and like because me being in the salon now, like I can have a full day, I can be tired. But at the end of the day, I'm good, like, because I like what I'm doing. Like, I almost should have been there forever ago.
You might need to hire me to come do y'all content for y'all salon.
I do need that, for sure.
Yeah, just come in like 24 hours, come in for like 24 hours and just let me record everything from y'all doing hair, how the vibe is, and then edit it.
Because I'm trying to do that, but I can't always get... I can't always get the stuff. We do have ring lights that just came in the other day. So, it has the phone holders and it has a place to hold an iPad and stuff like that. So I'm going to be talking to the ladies about getting their content creation up.
If you need me to come teach a class,
definitely.
If you need to talk to your boss's boss to put it in the budget, tell them to let me slide through. I got the numbers to prove that my numbers and stuff work.
I will certainly do that. As soon as I get some more girls in there. Because that I mean, ultimately, you're marketing yourself, which is in turn building the salon. So,
yeah. So, fingers crossed, talking things in the atmosphere, and you never know who you talk to make things happen for you, and that's what I guess I need to start doing more often.
I'm a manager.
Yeah, I need to do this more often. Got to talk to the people. So, that's that. With life kicking ass, more so than none.
Okay.
We out here. I do want to shout out this brand though. She sent me some stuff. I can't see that. And I've been sharing it on my page.
Yeah,
I don't care
so
how close
cute.
I get it. Y'all still can't see it how I want y'all to see it. But
Put your hand behind it.
Oh, that's
what they do.
You know, like it ain't working. Look at it. Oh, look. Y'all see. I'm gonna put the picture in between us so y'all can see. And then I meant to show you this because this lights up. My friend was here just the other day and had to teach me how to use the thing.
Oh Lord.
For real, because I had it.
Is it dead?
No, that's what I thought too when I first was using it. I'll show you how to use it. Oh, here it goes. I do it every time. So you know.
I do need the tray. Definitely need the tray.
And then of course the tray, and then you have
my friend got one of those.
And it works.
My friend got one for Father's Day.
I had this. I did the content earlier.
That is so cute. Listen, I need you to send me one of those so that we can
Duo.
lounge in lingerie.
Hey.
Yes, I need one of these, okay?
Yes,
Please and thank you. I'll get a lot of content in it.
I told
For
her
sure.
we are pretty girls who smoke. So yeah, we gonna get it. So I love her products. You guys shop.
That is so cute.
I don't want to show that on, but yeah, shop her. Like I said, this lights up, and you know how we be riding, and the car is dark.
Shine, you know I can't.
Well, I'm the roller in the car when it's motion. So this will work on our road trips.
That's super cute.
And then of course the roller, yeah. Oh, and this is a grinder. That's why it has my weed in it.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I haven't cleaned it.
I was wondering what it does. Oh my god.
You put your weed and just push it through, and it's better than it gets on your fingers, but I like it better than a grinder.
I love this.
Yes,
that's hot.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, check them out. It's called Pretty Smoke Inc. I would definitely put.
Just push it.
Yeah, I always do that to myself, and it stays solid.
Okay, hold it down and turn it off. Is that what it is?
I be messing myself up on this. We gonna let it just ring like all show. I love it.
Pretty Smoke. She got it.
I do. I've been messing with it and I love it. First of all, when I got it, I was like, why won't it come? And then I showed my homeboy who came over. I was like, look what I got. And he was like, lights. I said, yeah, but I can't figure out how. And then he held it for like 2 seconds and turned it on. I was like, it made me feel like I was dumb. But yeah, I love this. I'm a pretty smoker. And you guys shop. And I got a code you guys can use to get y'all percentage off. But yeah, I love this product. I love it. We pretty girls who smoke. So use it. And definitely want to shout you out. And other brands, if y'all want to promote on our show, we're here for it. We want to support our black brands. And I heard they're from Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Markel told me that they're from Chicago.
Okay, nice. So we gotta go to Chicago because we gotta get with Cookie.
Oh, I wonder if we can take a class while we're there.
Yes.
We should hit her up.
We gotta get with Cookie.
Exotica. Somebody just was on the phone with me. Was it a guy? It was like, oh, we saw y'all at Exotica and I always wanted to go. I said, well, we're going again in Chicago, so I hope to see you there. If not, they have it in LA, they have it in Miami. That's where we were last year. Go, it is a time to be had. We had a blast.
Yes, we did.
Blast. It's just us in our element. And then to be able to wear lingerie and everybody else just like, who's out there?
Yes.
So, yeah. Check Exotica out. We'll definitely be in the building for April, which they haven't opened the website yet. It's supposed to really take forever. Yeah. But we're going to be in the building some way, somehow. If we got the sneak through event, we're going to be there.
Coming. Okay.
They're going to see us.
Oh, you know what I almost did the other day too?
What?
I saw Safari was tweeting the other day, and he's coming to be on Lingerie.
He
don't have a choice.
He's so
Safari,
skinny.
You coming to be on here?
Okay. Ever since we took that picture with him, I think about his waist because we had
so little.
He was so little. During Safari. Yes. Has he been acting right on social media? Because he hasn't been running across my timeline. I don't go looking for stuff. I don't know.
I just happened to see, I don't know if somebody retweeted it. Because, I'm just now getting back on Twitter.
Oh, okay. I haven't been paying attention. If celebrities don't come up on my timeline, I don't think about y'all.
No.
I really wish people were more like that.
Child, if it wasn't the shade room, I would know nothing about the entertainment world.
And did you know the shade room is ran by T.D. Jakes and them?
What?
That's been the thing that's going around. It's ran by him and his church.
Not the good bishop.
The shade room is ran by them.
It fits because the shadiest people are in the church.
Yeah, that's a good way of making money too. Because they are the most one of the biggest blog sites on social media. So yeah, shade room is ran by T.D. Jakes and his families.
Wow.
Well, his people.
Yeah.
You
put everybody on. Okay.
Yeah. So today's topic, we really didn't discuss this before, but I really just want to touch on what we were talking about before the cameras were rolling because I'm gonna put in some of the clip of us what we were listening to other people's podcasts. I like to listen to other people's podcasts just to see where everybody's head is, especially men's podcasts. real men. Like, I don't want to listen to podcasts where they're talking about celebrities, where they're talking about, I want to listen to learn. I want to learn more about men, what they like, what they don't like, you know, stuff like that. So, Hard or Soft podcast. I shouted them out earlier this week on my page because I've been listening to it. Like, I've been listening to them heavy, like laughing to myself in the gym. People looking at me like, why is she? They are hilarious. And I want to visit their podcast. So you guys let us on. They're from up north too. You guys bring us Southern Bells on your show.
Yes.
So yeah, this is a guy, and I don't know the host name. I just like to listen, and I'm bad with names. But once I learn who you are, I'll be calling you by name. But he was talking about the relationship that he has with his girl and how open they are and understanding to know what they want. They went into their relationship just being, not really knowing what they want, just knowing they wanted a partner. But the more they communicated to say what they wanted in a relationship, what they expected, it's like they laid out the foundation and they didn't allow outside to tell them how their relationship should be structured. So one scenario was he was saying that they go outside of their relationship and sleep with other people. But when she does it, he doesn't want to know about it. But when he does it, she wants to know about it because it turns her on. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah.
So I think where it comes into play is how they make it seem like all relationships, like if you do something, I'm gonna do it. If you do it, I want, you know, stuff like that. And it's never gonna be on an equal playing field, but you have to do what works to make one happy. Yes. Just like they said, like he's not comfortable knowing that she went out there and dealt with somebody else, but she's comfortable with it and she wants to know. And that's a balance for them. So knowing exactly what you want in a relationship and standing on that and not getting in no situation if it's not what you want, that's what I like.
Yeah.
And it made what I want make sense to me and make me understand that it's possible. It's somebody else out there for me.
Is. Yeah.
It may not be a bunch of them, but hell, if it's 3 that I can pick from, it's better than me just assuming that there's nobody out here for me or it's impossible to obtain.
Yeah.
Like, it's and I don't like to say the whole polygamous relationship because people want that so bad versus knowing what it really means and what it stands for and doing their own research on it. Mm-hmm. But widen through, it's not all about sex.
Right.
So I wouldn't say I want a polygamous relationship. At one point in my life, I was okay with, you know, maybe being the third wheel, but at this point, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a poly relationship either.
What would be your perfect relationship? Like, what would make you be like, you know what, I'm dropping everything. This is exactly to the T what I want. Like, if it was if it was 100% you get what you want, how would that, like, what kind of relationship would that be? Or if it was, you know, how they say you get 80% and 20 is not, you just have to settle for whatever that 20 is, but you're willing to settle for it. Like, what is your perfect relationship like? How do you see
That's
it?
That's a loaded question without me knowing
that
this question was coming. So
I figured it out. I got mine down to the
Yeah,
science.
but you had time to figure it out. So part of it, I think that I have discovered that I like guys that don't necessarily live in the same town as me.
What's the longest as far as distance they can be?
A couple hours is the longest distance.
A couple of hours?
Yeah, I can do an hour. I can do
minimum or maximum. An hour minimum, maximum.
I think 2 hours max. I can do that, but we have to have the schedule to where we can see each other on a consistent basis.
How many times do you have to see this person a week?
I like attention. I don't have to see you all the time.
So when you say,
but I don't have to see you all the time, but make the time for me. Like whether we're FaceTiming, whether we're talking, like that's still attention. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. And absence makes the heart grow fonder. So let me appreciate you coming or me coming there. You know, that kind of thing. I have right now. I like that. Okay. And then as we grow, we can talk about being closer or whatever. So that, I don't know, because I told you I had a guy that was like, I could like get head from somebody else, or he even wanted me to call him somebody else's name in the bedroom, like that kind of thing. It was weird to me.
So that's something you wouldn't want. Okay, so what if you was in a relationship? Do you ever see yourself stepping out or wanting something else than what you're offered? Like, do you potentially may want to have sex with other people?
People change every day. You don't know. I don't know.
So do you?
But I would not go into a relationship thinking that's what I'm gonna want. Like,
but is people actually out there who do that? That's why I asked. Like, people like, okay, I want a relationship, but I don't just want to have sex with this one person all the time.
I don't mind that because it's different stuff. We can keep it spicy. I ain't worried about that part.
But what if he came in saying, what if that was the 20% of part of him saying, okay, I want to be in a relationship with you and I want to give you everything you desire, but I have this one tiff, and that consists of me going out and having sex just whenever I felt like it. The
person just can't. The people, they can't be from where we from. I'm sorry.
But y'all already not from where y'all from. Like, you in one spot, he in one spot.
Well, the person can't be
from where you're from.
If it's in your town, well, hey.
So would you set up rules, or it'd just be something like, nah, I'm just not interested? Like, that's not.
I would have to think about that, and then there would have to be rules. I think, because I have said I wouldn't mind having like multiple partners, just because I might get tired of you and I want to go talk to him about you, like.
And that's not a bad thing, because I looked at the aspect where I wouldn't even mind being the other girlfriend, but I would want the girlfriend to know we talked about that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, at one time in my life I didn't mind that, because I didn't want to be everything to a man, but I did want that companionship from time to time.
I want my person. Like, I want my person. I want us to, but it has to be coming from both ends. Like, that's what a fallout is at. Like, I'm not about to be head over heels for you, and I know that you're not head over heels for me. Like, no.
Because, and the only reason I think about it in all aspects, I think being single just gives me time to think. And
it does.
I be thinking. So when I was in my last relationship, but I was in my 20s, like 26, 27, and he mentioned, I want to be, and he didn't say open relationship, but he wanted multiple girls. But me being young then, I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it, you just want to go out and have sex with other people. And that could have been his notion too, because he was young at the same time. But fast forward in my 30s now, if I was in a situation and that same question was offered and said, I want to have sex with other women, it's not you, I still want to be in a relationship with you, would I be as open? I don't know. I'm not in that situation to answer, but I think my mindset wouldn't go straight to say, okay, he wants to be in a relationship with this person and just push me to the side. Because when I was in my 20s, that's how I was thinking. Like, you want to go cheat, you just want to go sleep with this girl, you want to break up with me, you want to have your array of women, and this, and this. Because he was 22, and men don't think right in their 20s with it. But in my 30s, right, even in your 30s. But if I found a man, because one, he has to be healed. That's big to me.
That is huge. Have to be. Yes.
He has to be healed from all previous trauma, all relationships he went through. He has to be healed, because I'm healed.
Yes.
And that's the hardest part about finding somebody, because everybody's not healed. And the energy when you intertwine, like, this person needs to work on some more things. I met this guy from Charlotte, I was interested in, and he asked me out for Valentine's Day, and like, I didn't hear anything from him, so I reached out to him. I think when I sent y'all that screenshot about ask your crush what are you doing on Valentine's Day, and I sent that and I got no response. And so he hit me up on Instagram, and I was like, at that point I realized I'm just not doing this game with you, because we finally got to meet in person and you're still playing games, and I'm not doing this with you. And so he sent me a message, and I was like, well, I sent you a message figuring out what we were going to do on Valentine's Day, and you were the one who asked me out, and I got nothing, what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not doing this with you. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to try to build a relationship with you. Like, really cut it off, because I liked him in that manner, and I'm not doing this back and forth, because now I feel like you're playing in my face.
Yeah, and don't pretend like you want to put that effort forward, and you know you don't. Like, because you see me over here, mind my black-owned business.
Yes.
You want to come interrupt my space. Like,
Yes.
don't do that. It's annoying.
And that's what he does. It feels like he does that every so often. So when I put my foot down now, he understands. Like, when he still tries to FaceTime me, I don't answer. He'll text me, or he'll see something on my social media, because I don't block him. I want you to see my greatness.
Right, yeah.
But I don't respond, or I just heart it and keep it pushing, because it's no ill will, but you're not going to play in my face when you knew I had intentions, and I gave you the time to say I was interested in you, and you took advantage of that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So he brought up a point, is why I can't date him, because I realized he's not healed. He was like, well, you told me that you are entertaining other men. I'm single. Like, what do you want from me?
Oh my gosh, I just had this happen. Like, the guy was like, I thought you were waiting for me.
Waiting?
We never even met. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, it was shortly after that he was like, I was out of pocket. Like, please don't stop talking to me. Like, I totally understand where you're coming from, blah, blah, blah. I was like, we have never said anything about not talking to other people, anything like that. I am very single.
See?
So, yeah, I just had that happen.
That's annoying as hell. Like, why are you assuming that I should just be out here twiddling my fingers? This is what you want me doing. Don't look at nobody, don't look at nobody, don't look at nobody.
This is how I know this is my friend, because that's what I sent him. I said, am I supposed to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs? That is exactly what I said.
Make it make sense. Like, you don't want me to look at no, like, what am I supposed to do until you heal yourself to decide that you be like, okay, I'm all in.
He doesn't live, of course he doesn't live in the same city as me, but he lives like an hour away.
This guy lives 2 hours away, 2.5 hours.
Like an hour and a half max. Like, what's the problem?
I don't play.
If you're into me as much as you say you're into me,
it's nothing. Nothing. To find me and be where I am. I posted that this morning on social media. You will make time for the homies. But if you're interested, no.
Okay.
Am
listen.
I right? Yeah, go that way, because
we make time for the things we want.
That's it. And
period.
So I told him, I'm not going back and forth with you to explain why I am dating as a single woman when you're not taking the initiative to even take me out on a date. You just want the other person. Like, what if we really don't click? And I done push all these people to the side, and I realized we were better as friends.
Okay.
Yeah, and
you shouldn't even be worried about the next guy. Make me forget anybody else is trying.
That's it. And that's how I know when guys aren't healed and they try to approach me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that self-centered. So when I tell you I know what I want me a man who finds what I do within my career and my dreams as such a turn on that he wants to jump my bones anytime he sees me put on lingerie, because he know I'm about to go to work and kill it. Every time, like, hands down, his first question is, how can I make your dreams come true? Like, what can I do to help you make your dreams come true? Because you chasing your dreams, me seeing you get up, get your lingerie together, motivate these women online to love themselves and be the best version of themselves while you're loving yourself, being an amazing mom, chasing your dreams. I love that for you. What can I do?
I definitely want somebody that is interested in my business.
That's it.
You have to have an interest in my businesses. And somebody that my thing is, I need somebody that says, I got it. Because I always have to have it. So that's going to be huge for me. Like, don't worry about it, I got it.
And I want somebody who has already thought the plan out. Like, I
don't want to have to do it.
I don't want to think. I don't. Like, I think all the time for my family. And I co-parent with my kid's father, and I think for him half of the time. Like, it's always, make sure you do this. Like, yesterday, my son had kickball practice. I had to make sure, look, leave your shop at this time to make sure you at the school. He's like, I left. I need you to go to the bus ramp, not to the front of the school. You got to call out this number because this is the bus. Like, I have to be on this, and I have to do this constantly for my entire family. So when I say I want somebody to come in and just take that, alleviate that, it's like, don't think about nothing. I got it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, just I got it.
And I think that's what's going to be the kicker for me. A man coming in and what I do turns him on. He loves to see me work. He loves to see me chase my dreams and be like, you know, that shit is sexy. People see us in lingerie and just think, I don't even understand half of the shit they think. Like, you would think we out here having sex in lingerie just because we got a little lace.
That's it. And I just had this conversation the other day with a client. Like, what are you seeing here that you're not seeing in a bathing suit?
And we tell y'all this all the time. It's just lace. That's all it is. Like skin.
Okay.
We gotta tell y'all about this elbow thing all the time. We can't even wear short sleeves no more. We can't even wear short sleeves.
Yes, that's all it is. And if I had on a bathing suit, you'd be seeing the same stuff.
And my thing is, it's like we're doing it in the right span of time in our life. Like, this is nothing we're doing at the tender age of 16, 17. Right. We are grown. Middle age is, if I should say that, we said this earlier, 30 is the middle age. People ain't dying at 100. 50 is not middle age. 30 is middle age. So as middle-aged women, we look good. As middle-aged women, we're exactly on track to what we're supposed to be doing in our life. And living our best life, loving us, wearing lingerie, because as adults, who else do they make lingerie for? And inspiring other women to wear lingerie.
I feel cute.
All the time. I feel even cuter in lingerie than I would do in regular clothes.
Listen.
I be trying to get people to understand
Once I did that photo shoot and I felt better in the lingerie than I felt in the dress, I was like, okay.
That's how it was when I did that fashion show in D.C.
Yeah.
That's how I knew lingerie was my life. Cause
I was so much more comfortable in the lingerie than I was in the dress.
It's magical.
I knew I wasn't meant to wear clothes.
That's it. And more women, once you realize this, stop letting people sexualize you. That's all it is.
That is exactly what it is.
That's all it is. They see you and be like, oh, she naked. I don't see somebody like that. I see like, dang, she loves herself. She puts it on well. It looks good on her. I can do that too.
I yell at my phone all day.
You better do it.
Yes, girl. Yes, all day.
That's why we friends. All the time. Because we want to see you in it. Just put it on. Love it. And even if, like, I run across some people and I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't like that. But that's not me. It's just not me. But I ain't going to dwell on it and be like, okay, I'm not going to
tear you down for wearing it.
Yeah, or
something.
Say
or
something.
Doing it, yeah.
Keep strolling. That's you. You feel comfortable in that? Because I don't like when people tell me what they wouldn't do if they were me. Because you're not me.
Right.
I say it to myself and I keep scrolling. People need to learn that etiquette.
Yes.
It's easier.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. People don't do it enough. I swear people don't do it enough. But yeah, I think I found and have pinpointed exactly what I want in a relationship, and I am not pivoting, moving, dropping standards at all until I get what I want.
Yeah. I'm gonna think about this. We're gonna revisit this for me.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty. I feel like what I want is pretty there. I do.
What are you open to being okay that's not modernized in a relationship? Like, I wouldn't say modernized. I said traditionalized.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? Okay, that's just out the door. Because everybody thinks this is how it should be, and I don't think it should be like that.
I don't know. And it's probably because I don't think about a lot of traditional stuff. Like, I don't live by anybody else's means but my own. Like, that's just that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Live by your own beat. Like I always say, as long as the two people in a relationship makes the rules and you can both agree on it, it's like signing a contract.
Right. That's what it is. Like, and that's what I tell people all the time. Like, me talking to somebody, because people think that I got a quick turnaround, but I know whether or not you're going to be a good investment. Like, you're investing in my time. Life is already short. I'm not about.
Girl, I made a post. And some guys felt some ways about it, and some guys was like, you know what, it makes sense now. So, for the guys who always say women are money hungry, oh, you want us gold diggers, you want us for our money. Now, keep in mind, half people don't even have money. One, let's take that off the table. But two, you think about the standing of sex and how guys always approach you on a sex standpoint and wanting sex. And you heard on the podcast when old dudes say all guys don't give their Michael Jordan sex all the time. So if you're not giving Michael Jordan sex all the time, imagine if the girl's not being pleased all the time.
Right.
So you're humping on her. You're hunching on me.
Like, at this point, I'm doing a service.
I'm doing my due diligence.
Pay me for my service.
And that's it. And you can call me all the names in the book, but you did not do your job.
Guess what? Your ass is happy because you think you out here killing it.
And you didn't fulfill your job, your obligation to please me. You did not do that, but you got what you needed. Now I'm sitting over here, and now you mad because I'm asking for a little something.
Right, yes.
We need to be equally yoked in some kind of form that we're both getting what we want. It don't have to be the same thing, because obviously you're satisfied and I'm just over here humped on.
Right.
So how are we going to make this level playing field even?
I agree, yes.
So that's when the money comes into play. I want to go shopping to make myself feel better for allowing you to hunch on me and waste my time. You done sweat on my neck. You got marks on
Breathing hard in my ear.
Yes. Give me some money so I can go get this off my Give me some
I
money.
go get a facial.
Yeah. Think about all the wrong deals I've been making. Give me some money. That's how I think about it. Like, all the time. And I'm not saying I have bad sex, because in my adult life, I know, like I know now. Like,
Get in tune with your body, people.
In tune with. So if you not I'm get off one way or the other, because this ain't gonna be a waste of my time.
Yeah, and even if I gotta take over, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you gonna let him take it.
Yeah.
I like to say you gonna let
No
him
men were
take
harmed
it.
in the making of this.
Well, hell, I want me too. So, you know what? I realize I don't mess with guys who don't come off the bat. And men, you better not say this if it's not you, and say they are pleasers. Like, men who
gotta be
pleasers, like, you know a pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
And I've dealt with enough of them to know how they walk, how they move, how they smell. I know a pleaser when I see one when it comes to a sexual encounter. And you're not about to play with me. So if I see you moving, you be like, yeah, I'm a pleaser, and you just moving, I can read you like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
You ain't
Don't come around here looking nervous.
Right. Don't know, like, what do I do? Don't get your, if you ain't, I won't see no part of it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on with it. Shit. Not for real. But if you're not being that pleaser, don't waste my time.
Yeah, definitely don't waste my time.
I'm too old to be bending and taking off clothes and having to put back on. You know how hard it is to put on and take off lingerie sometimes? It rolls up differently than clothes. That's all I'm saying. It rolls up
it's
differently
a whole
than
different
clothes.
ballpark.
So give us what we asked for. Like, you may not give us Michael Jordan, but give us Scottie Pippen.
Have an all-star lineup in mind, okay?
Because we do. Our top three don't play games. Like, your top three, do you know them off top?
I do.
You know your top threes. Don't play. If you want to be in the top three position, do top three position things. Now, if you just want to hunch on me because it was on your bucket list,
yeah, okay, because
that
it's a fantasy. The
I get
fantasy
it.
is real out here, okay?
and I get it because I have my
Jeez.
fantasy list. I can't lie. You got a fantasy list? Have you dabbed in your fantasy list?
I do have a little list, yeah.
Have you touched on any of your fantasies for the year 2023?
Not new ones this year.
Okay.
No. But I do have one. I'm about to say, what's the halfway point?
See?
Like,
that fantasy list.
what's the halfway point? You fly halfway, I fly halfway. Let's make a weekend or a week and a half out of this.
See, that fantasy list, that's all I'm saying. So you make it happen and hope they don't disappoint. That's the thing. You hope they don't disappoint.
Because if they do,
you get talked about on lounging and lingerie. You got to. Guys, I haven't talked about men like that on here because I haven't been having sexual relations. And my dating life has been sucking.
my dating life sucks too. I'm tired of having to break up with people that I don't go with.
Yeah, that has been happening to you a lot.
I'm sick of it. We don't go together. We're not together.
That's weird.
You're not paying for a thing.
Nothing.
And I got bills.
Bills. Grown up bills.
Okay.
Don't play with it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to shout out. This guy has been, and I don't want to say his name because he's been following me for a long time on social media. When I say long time, it's been a long time. And when I say he's been trying to holler, like, he's one of those guys who's been having conversations with himself in my inbox. Like, real bad. And I don't know what made me, one day I saw his last message. He was like, just give me one chance. And this is the guy I told you who had a bubble Chevy, and I just couldn't get no shit.
See,
and I showed him to you, and you said, oh, he cute. And I was like, I just can't.
See?
And I've been talking to him, and the conversation is better than what I expected. One.
First of all, now I just can't. If I say something like that, she'll be like, oh, well. And then she'll come up with a million scenarios of why I should talk to this person. But y'all hear her, right?
I gave him a chance.
And the conversation is better than you thought.
The conversation is better, and he's not clingy is one thing I do enjoy. He checks on me throughout the day, so it's cool. You know, we jump on the phone call from time to time, but it's not overwhelming because, like, you have to find something to talk about. He's hardworking. He works outside. So he's not one of those people who be on social media, and I think that's another thing. I don't want my man to be indulged in social media.
Right.
Like, I don't want you to be one of those guys like, hold my phone, take my picture. I don't want that. I want you to be like, babe, take a picture with me, and he just fine. They be like, who's this fine man behind you? I want it to be like that. I don't want to be like, he just take the picture, the angle was wrong. I got people like, I don't want somebody who's doing the same thing I'm doing. Because who gonna hold the camera?
Right, yes.
But I do want you to look good in my pictures whenever we...
Definitely compliment. We have to compliment each other. Like, that is one thing that I know. When I see a picture with somebody where I'm like, we look good together.
Yes, that's what I need. So I need you to be able to jump in, but I don't want you on social media like that. I want you to be a hardworking man. I mean, you could not work with your hands, but I want you to be hardworking. I don't want you to be on social media in that manner to have to post pictures and trying to show people how fly your outfit is. I don't know why I find that weird for men. I really be thinking social media is for women.
Now and then, it's okay. Like, you got this one outfit that's like killer. Like, you've been putting this together. Then let's blow up your outfit. We're gonna take these pictures. But yeah, not everything, not every day. No.
I don't think
we can't both walk around with what's the little thing, the gizmos?
Yeah.
We can't both walk around with those.
Yeah. I want, like, my friend, you know, him. So I can't be saying people's names because I already agreed I wouldn't say people's names. But literally, like, when we go places, he hypes me up and be like, let me take your picture, let me do this. You know, your outfit look good. Let me see.
And that's what I need. I don't have that person. That's like, I need more pictures. I feel like I never get like good. I need somebody that's like, I don't get that.
He's big on that. Like, this is some good light. Let me take your. That's the kind of teammate I need. Like, he sees it and like, I want other people to see it because this is what you do, and what you do is gonna inspire another woman to find a man like me. That's the shit I want. I want somebody who is just like that. Let you see something in me to inspire somebody else to want what we have, but not have to say it.
Make me an unofficial, like, couple coach. Like, I didn't even know that y'all looked up to us enough to ask advice.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. And our love inspires more love. That's the kind of shit I want.
For sure. Yeah.
Other than that, I don't want it. I don't want it at all. I want some Hallmark movie kind of shit. I just happen to be in lingerie.
How I feel about Hallmark.
You know how we feel about Hallmark. We're still working on our strip. But yes.
But that Tubi one coming out though.
Yep. Sooner. They're easier. The guidelines are easier. We
got the Tubi one. But Hallmark, we working on it. Yes.
But yeah, I know what I want. I'm going to get Avis some time to catch up. She going to sit down. Like, there's notation.
I feel like I know what I want. It just has to be.
I wanted to stick. I wanted to stick so bad. Like, nobody can shake it. You know how they say when you're in a good relationship, you can tell. Either when somebody hits you up, you don't respond at all. You don't even read it. And the other one is when somebody blocks you. I want it to be that stern. Like, so if anybody tried to say they're in a relationship with you, bitch, no. You don't meet these requirements. No, we're not together. Stop thinking in your head we together. Nothing.
And even after my last one, like, I went back So I did write down, what I wanted in a significant other.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back and a lot of it was there from the last one. Like a couple of things I adjusted, like, some things you got to compromise on. But, like, in that aspect, I do know, like, what I want. So I'm going to go make this list now.
Now that you mentioned it, I don't know what I'm able to compromise on. I'm not a hard person to get along with.
I'm not a hard person either. I'm spoiled, I will say that, but I'm not hard.
I don't know what he can come with that I'd be like, you know what? That annoys me about you, but I'm going to love you through it. I don't know. That's probably something I probably need to consider. But I think if we just mesh, the most you probably can do is, you're probably not big into skincare. You don't have bad skin, you're just not big into it, and I teach you something along those lines.
Yeah, we definitely doing something like facials and stuff like that, for sure.
Or you're needy in a way that you need a woman to do. Like, I don't like when men be like, oh, they ask you what you can bring to the table, and a woman yells out, I can cook, I can clean, I can do that myself, but do you want to? Do you, like, you think people who have millions of dollars just randomly clean their house?
Right.
They can probably clean their house, but why would you want to? If I have the money, if I have the man who's willing to provide this service for me, why would I want to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why, if you say, okay, I can do this, and this for you, I can do it for myself, but it'll take a whole lot off my plate if you did it for me.
And that's why the I got it thing is so important to me, because I got it, but I don't want to have to have it.
Don't want to have to have it.
Like,
so if I can pack your lunch, and of course you probably can cook. Hell, you might be a chef, but if I can pack your lunch and pack it with love and make sure you off on your day right, you probably got this little note in your thing. That's going to make you feel 100 times better than you making the lunch yourself.
Right, yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it doesn't matter what I bring to the table. What can I take off your plate to make your life easier and make you smile and make you feel good about yourself? Because it's just me doing the action made me think about you, made me consider to get up and do it, because I could have not did it. But that's going to make you feel good that somebody thought of you enough to do this and take it off your plate and allow you not to have to do it.
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference. But don't listen to me.
I agree.
I'm just ready to get into a relationship as an adult. Like, I consider my 20s when I was in my last relationship, like, I wouldn't say practice, but that was when I was creating my kids. But I'm ready, now that I'm healed and I'm lovable, like, I'm ready to give somebody this love. I'm ready to see what kind of woman I will be in a relationship. Because I think I'll be a damn good woman.
Yes, I agree. I would. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And listen, I'm a makeup artist. And I do hair. These are things that you don't even have to pay for. So, why wouldn't you want to give me stuff and do other things?
Now, you saved on a hairstylist, esthetician,
okay.
A massage person. Like, you know how much money you're saving? Why wouldn't you be like, okay, let me turn this towards her rent since I don't have to put this in my budget?
Put it into my business. Do something.
That's
like,
it.
Don't inbox me and say, send me some lingerie pictures. Here's my Cash App. And then y'all get surprised. Will you
surprise? That's it. You surprised me, I surprised you.
I thought we was just asking for stuff at this point.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I'm that way. I learned the hard lesson when this guy said on social media, said, and we was having a little nice conversation. It was cool or whatever. And he's like, your smile brightened up my days, so can you send me a picture? And I was nice enough to do it, which I should have. Nice enough to send him a picture of me smiling. I was like, well, what do I get?
Right.
He's like, well, what do you want? I was like, nah, being that I guess it wasn't on an equal playing scale for him, he didn't do it. I was like, well, I do have an Amazon wish list. You can wish me a gift off one of those.
Okay.
And, had the audacity to send me a picture of him smiling back. I wanted to punch him through the phone. I wanted to punch him through the phone. Because that's not what I asked for. I gave you what you asked for. So why couldn't you give me what I asked for? Yeah. Don't ask if you're not willing to give on that same notion. Like, I gave you what you asked for, so why didn't I get what I asked for?
Right.
So now when he hit me on the DM, I don't ever respond. He lucky he ain't blocked, but I don't even respond. And I want him to sit up Renee and ask me when he says, I'm waiting for that question because I want to give it to him. Because when he sent me that picture, I was like,
I didn't ask you for this.
I did, and that's what I said. I was like, I didn't ask for this. I asked for something off my wish list. You didn't make that happen. Now we're here. Now we're here looking at each other. So
Oh
stop
my
wasting my
gosh.
time. Stop wasting my time. I do stuff to make your life easy, make you feel loved,
Right.
important, appreciated. And it's the little things. Cleaning up, making sure your laundry is done, lunch is made,
Yep.
you ain't thinking about nothing, your head is shiny, your beard is moisturized, I sent you off on your merry way in a good
And that's what
high
I want to be
note.
to somebody. I want to be, like, I want you to know you don't have anything to worry about at home. Like, when you, especially a hardworking man, I
That's
love that. I want you to have a peaceful, safe haven to come home to.
Come on, kick off.
Like,
your
I
work
want to
boots.
be able to cook a meal for a hardworking man and have his dinner ready when he get home. I
That's
love
it.
that.
I did that when I was in my 20s. And you really don't know what it is until you understand. And I'm ready to do it. And I don't mind being a housewife. People are like, oh, I want to be. I won't
Yeah, I
mind
don't
being
mind.
a housewife if I can chase my dreams all at the same time.
Yes.
The stuff at the house is going to get done. But can I go off and, be a model and inspire people and write books and all that stuff?
And even if I did that stuff, I'm going to still take care of home first. Like, before I even go out, I'm going to be gone this weekend. But y'all's meals,
in the freezer.
in the refrigerator, in the freezer.
Labeled.
Yes. Okay.
School closed out for the entire week.
Yes.
Laundry done and don't have to be done until I get back.
Right. Exactly. And that's the whole thing. Like, just know that I'm still taking care of home.
Yep.
But I want to be able to
home.
pursue what I got to pursue.
That's it. And communication works well with that. Understanding has to work well with that. Like, it's going to get done.
Mm-hmm.
But make it work. So when I find somebody who's I can do this dance with, and we can be like, okay, yeah, this works. You do this and I do this. Other than that, no. I'm not settling for anything.
I agree.
Nothing. Nada. Can't do it. My peace of mind is at stake. People don't think about that. And I think the more I look at other people's relationships, especially the ones who cheat, people who step out of their marriage, like, well, why aren't you out here? And it'd be more for sexual innuendos, but are you just not getting sexually pleased at home? Are you being greedy and want more than what's offered at home?
I think a lot of times it's greedy.
But no, I know some women who haven't slept with their man in months.
Why?
In months. I have a homegirl who hasn't slept with her man in months, which I don't want to put her business out there, so I'm going to stop the conversation right there. But literally, hasn't slept with her man in months, and they just be out here doing that. That's what I'm saying.
Why though? Like,
well, I can't say on camera why.
Okay, yeah,
but it's not a good enough reason why she does it.
okay,
But
see, that's all I needed. No, I'm feisty. I want it out. Like,
I need it before you go to work in the morning.
Seriously.
No, let's do
We need a
this.
session before work, after work. Like,
So
catch me in the laundry room. I'm just saying.
But then you think it's a lot of women who aren't sexually excited as we are,
Right,
like
yeah.
wanting to
But- and that's-
experience that.
We said it earlier, like, be in tune with yourself. You have to. That's a part of self-care to me. So you have to know these things.
But then you think about people who aren't even big on sex. Like, sex is not what makes their world go round. Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's healing. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Like, it
Sex
releases
is healthy.
certain, so when you think about women who aren't releasing certain endorphins, I really don't know if that's what it's called by the term, but if you're not
I just feel
releasing
like those
that,
are women with big backs, and they just
angry all the time.
yeah, just angry. Like,
I always say that.
like lunch ladies, the ones that slam the stuff up, yeah, like that.
I really think those are the ones that's angry
Yeah.
all the time.
I agree.
People who pick fights with people, that's the first thing I go to. That first off the rip, this is where all this is be in my head. Off the rip, when you angry, you yelling at people, I'm thinking you ain't getting good sex. Automatically.
Yeah.
Either you're not having sex or you aren't getting good sex.
Yeah.
Because people who get good sex just chill.
Very true.
Very chill. Ain't nothing can ruin your day off some good sex. I just start baking, and I'm not a baker. When I have good sex, I immediately go turn on the oven. I don't know what it is. I don't know what clicks into my mind and my JJ that I'm just gonna bake something, but I am gonna bake.
Definitely gotten real good sex and cooked the whole. Like, hey,
So if I ain't never offer you a meal, just know you wasn't hitting on Sorry, but not sorry. But once I get up in that kitchen and start them pots rattling, and it could be like you stayed and then you be like, oh, I got to leave. And usually I text you like, you made it home, I'm in here cooking. You know.
Right.
You did some good things.
Yeah.
But if I don't text you, be like, yeah, I went to the gym, you ain't do not near nothing.
Oh, gosh.
Not near nothing. So you got to tighten up.
Poor little Tink.
Good sex makes me bake. Yeah. So if I ain't baking you shit, if I ain't showing up on your doorstep like I got some cooking, you did nothing.
Well, I'm cooking a meal, so
that's all I'm saying. Yeah. It was nice seeing you guys this day.
It was. I feel like we had a good time. This was much needed.
Much needed.
You guys learned something on this one.
Yeah. I missed y'all, and for those who had me in their prayers, I'm grateful because a lot of people has been hit me up in my DMs, giving me condolences. So I appreciate y'all. I do. I always say my grandma, she lived her time on earth. She took care of everybody she possibly could. I want to take care of people just in a different notation. She did a lot. I wanted, if I could do just a little bit of what she's done.
Yeah.
I'd be all right. I already look like her, so if I could just give to the world and a little note of what she did, I'm good.
Yeah, that's how I felt about my grandma too. Like, my grandma was in 94. Like,
94. Imagine
like
what she's lived through.
We know she was tired. We knew it was time. We just selfish. Like,
how old was your grandma when she got married?
I don't know. Her first. Now, my mom's mom is married twice. Yeah. So her first husband, I don't know when she got married, but the second one, which was my granddaddy, they had been married 40. My mama is 57, so they had been married, I think, 52 years or something, 50 or something like that. But they had been married a long time.
And then taking care of kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
A lot. Because I noticed, I was calculating my grandmother's life. So my grandmother got married at 15.
Wow.
Got married at 15. Had 9 kids of her own. Had, I think, 3 additional, like, she took in as her own. And so 9 kids, and she had, from the obituary, because I really didn't sit down, it's 56 grandkids.
Girl, we stopped counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin
that's
keeps,
us too.
Yeah, she keeps a log. My cousin Melissa keeps a log of everything in our family when people have kids, all that stuff, so we can, kind of track it.
I like that.
I like that too. But 56 grandkids. And I can say most of my grandmother's grandkids had stayed at her house at one point in time. So from the time my grandma was 15 to the time she died, I think she was 88, she raised so many
Generations.
And she was a caregiver as her job.
Yeah.
My mom told me that she took care, my grandmother who passed is my dad's mom. My mom told me my aunt on my mom's side, my grandmother took care of her when she was in a motorcycle accident and she lost her memory.
Wow.
And I never knew that.
Yeah.
She used to be her caregiver. Like, she took, before my mom and my dad ever knew to get married. Yeah.
Wow.
Any of that stuff. So, yeah, my grandmother took care of a lot of people.
And see, that's, my dad's mom was the same. That's the one that died in 94. And she had 9, I think, or something like that. But, like, same thing. Everybody around our neighborhood, my mama's mama respects and looks up to her. Like, she calls her Miss Nana. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, and my mom's mom is 88. But yeah, they, like, everybody knows her. Everybody call her mother. Everybody look up to her. Like, oh, you Miss Nana's granddaughter. Like, it's something to say that.
Yes,
you know?
that's the thing. Like, when your grandparents' name hold weight, and I was the same way. It's like, yeah, that's Emma Queen, and they called my grandmother mother too. And so, yeah, you're right. It's just powerful. And I was saying, grandparents aren't built like that no more.
And I always say that. Like, I was blessed to have my grandparents. I don't know my dad's dad, but I had both of my grandmas. I had both of my great grandmas for a while. Like, I had grandparents.
See?
So that's something a lot of people don't do.
They can't say it.
Yeah.
Man, I literally grew up at my grandparents' house, running around. It was drop us off at grandma's house, and we stayed there from the time it was light until it got dark, and all the grandkids. We was at my grandma's house. I don't even drop my kids off at their grandma's.
Okay.
You know,
Seriously.
so it's different times, and I saw a young lady on TikTok crying about that, having to pay like siblings and having to pay grandparents to take care of the kids when this is supposed to be a village thing. Like, and I understand if you're tight for money, but it's a constant thing. Like, why do I have to constantly pay family members?
But for stuff like that, especially when it's like siblings and stuff like that, cook dinner for the whole, like, everybody. Like, sis, you got the kids, I'm gonna bring dinner over with them. You ain't got to cook tonight. Just keep it on the kids. Like, stuff like that. That's what I look for. That's what I think about when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, and I don't, because I have nieces and nephews. They live in Florida, and when they come here, I try to get them as much as possible when I have my kids, because I just love their interaction. And no, I don't want their mom to send them with anything.
Right.
Not, I'm sending them with clothes that were good, in great condition.
Just
that my
send
kids,
back with them,
toys. Like, take this stuff back with you, because those But my sister, one of my sisters, she doesn't have kids, and she's not that aunt to the kids. I have a cousin, she doesn't have kids either, but she gets her nieces and nephews. She bring them all to the house for the summer, entire summer. She gets them, and I think the most she asked her sister for is like the EBT card, if that. But other than that, she gets them for the entire summer, and the mom don't have nothing.
Yeah, my nephews, I don't get them for the whole summer. But I do 2 weeks out of the summer.
But you have kids, though. Yeah. Like, she ain't got kids for her to take the whole summer.
Right, yeah. But 2 weeks out of the summer, come down here, we're going to the beach, we're doing something. Like, I don't even care if y'all just... But cousins are important.
That is.
So, yeah.
That's absolutely true. That. So, yeah, the grandparents, the village is not the same dynamic as it used to be.
Absolutely.
And my mom used to try to say, oh, well, we had to pay your grandma, but we didn't know about that, and we were staying there forever. So even if you were paying for something, we were still there for 12 to 16 hours a day.
Right.
So I don't know what you really was paying for, but we got the worth out of it. I can tell you that. But at the same time, it's not like that these days. I don't just drop my kids off at their grandmother's house. My sister just doesn't come get the kids and be like, I got the kids for the day. We don't have that.
Nope. Not at all.
And that's what makes the dynamic of a black family different. And that's what used to make our world go around. Now you can't discipline other people's kids. You can't say nothing to other people's kids. And people don't want you keeping child molest. There's just so much. If we can get back to the original, it takes a village to raise these kids.
Right.
To raise kids, it'll be better. It'll be so much better.
Yeah.
So I'm going to create a lifestyle for us. I don't know about anybody else. And I'm saying us because I have this vision of tiny homes and how we're going to live. Where the podcast is going to pay for us long term. We're working now, but it's going to pay for us long term. And we'll be able to sit on the porch in our lingerie, because we're still going to be wearing lingerie and our robes, and drop the kids off. They can run around the yard.
I really had to have a come to Jesus meeting with myself the other night, because with it being warm, I was like, do I start watering my outside plants and stuff? So it was the other night, and you're supposed to water them either early in the morning or in the evening. So I was like, dang, I wonder if I can go out there and water my plants and somebody gonna see me. Because I had on the stitch of clothing, and I was finna go out there and water the plants real fast.
See, that's why we need our plot of land. Because we be trying to run outside. I stay trying to run outside in my car in the middle of the night because I done left something in there.
Yes.
Piece of blood out of my lip in the car.
I was going out there. I was about to water the plants. Probably be humming a song or something. Naked.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you lived there.
I was like, who's really outside right
this
now?
Early in the morning. Live with somebody, because people walk dogs in y'all
neighborhood. All the time. But it was like 10
there.
o'clock at night. I was like, who's really outside right now?
Right.
I was going out there.
They probably wouldn't mind either. They probably would have thought you had on pants, but didn't know you didn't have on pants. It would have been all right. It's like, she feels like she possibly don't have on pants, but who am I to question?
Somebody probably be like, gotta be jelly, because Jam don't shake like that.
I can't what's up.
Those pants almost look like skin.
Right. Hey, Miss Parker.
And me with my little watering can.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
So I really want us to get back to that dynamic of being able, when our kids have kids, they can drop their kids off when we're retired and we're comfortable, and we don't have to worry about going to work trying to figure out how to make money. We just want to help our kids take care of their kids and not have to let anybody else raise our seed. that's my notion as a parent to become a grandparent.
Yeah.
I'm working hard now so I can be a great grandparent, and I can just sit home on my rocking chair and be like, just drop the kids off.
Drop them off, because I'm that person now as like
Oh,
auntie and
you
stuff.
are. She is.
But yeah, bring the kids. I probably won't even know they're here.
Right. Especially if you have multiple. Just bring them
Yeah,
all.
and then I am the person that they talk about on social media. Hey!
That's
it.
That's her. What y'all doing out there? That's her.
That's
Every
it.
time. But it's cool. Like, that's the lifestyle I want to live.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can still travel. So once they go home to their mom, I can travel. But I want my grandkids here because I definitely want to be a part of their life and let that foundation of family be, you know, God forbid anything happen to me. But that's the notion I want from my family dynamic.
And the thing about that, both of us are the oldest. So we saw a lot of that before stuff started changing and turning. So that's where we get those values from.
And it worked well for us. I think we turned out pretty good. We got common sense, and that matters, because in this world, it's not a lot of common going around with the sense.
Honey.
So yeah, we knew what it made to create us, and we turned out pretty damn well.
Yeah.
Now we just want to recreate that same formula for our kids and grandkids to come.
Right.
That's it. So we rambled past the time we were supposed to go, but we really missed y'all.
Have a lot to tell y'all,
We really missed y'all. The hours have changed, so we really missed y'all. And we'll be back next week.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll never be going this long, and we don't want any kind of no more. So
gotta keep y'all engaged.
We definitely do. And we're definitely gonna go to a private station, because I be wanting to smoke while we're talking, but I can't because we're on YouTube too.
Right.
So I don't know how we're gonna figure this out, but it's gonna be something where it's gonna be a subscription, and y'all got to support us. That'll be y'all little subscription to us, and it's gonna get even more adultish. More we're able to, y'all pay for us to see us, the more it's gonna be adult like, and we're gonna have it's gonna be fun.
We have VIP content, you know,
and y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. If one just her nipple just happened to fall out, it's gonna be okay, because you subscribed and you paid for it. You paid for it. But yes, you never know what's gonna happen on the subscription. You just never know. You know, it might be some clapping. We might have somebody come do a clap. You just never know.
Yeah.
But still ride with us. We appreciate y'all for everything. Well wishes, support, continue watch. Thank you. So,
and until next time, guys.
peace.